And you're welcome. It's time for the dailies. I'm not alone, of course. As usual, for a Monday, I'm joined by Mary. You are welcome, Bashra Alimi.
Great to be here, Mazino. Thank you so much.
Together, let's do the headlines. Let's let you guys know what you should expect if you are picking up a daily this morning. We're going to be starting from the Punch newspaper. And yes, I have checked the dates on today's one. All right, so Forex Crisis is what meets you as you pick up a paper for the Punch newspaper this morning, Monday, October 30th. Labour blames government officials meets FG today. Politicians taste for foreign goods, pushing Nigeria to disaster, says the NLC. Labour threatens to boycott talks with government if minister attends. Under the photo story for the Punch, German Chancellor visits Tinubu, gives ECOWAS 81 million euros for security and others. And still more headlines here under the Punch newspaper. Importers return to parallel markets as Naira rebounds. More on that on other papers. We'll touch on that one soon. Lagos begins demolition of Ikoyi structures near drainages. So this is still ongoing. And Israeli Hamas deaths near 10,000. UN warns of civil unrest. At the top of the Punch newspaper, FG seeks speedy delivery of Turkish attack helicopters. And also challenging P&ID fraud saves Nigeria $15 billion, says Buhari. Very interesting headlines for the Punch newspaper here regarding the taste for foreign goods by our political appointees, which the NLC is very concerned about. We had this topic from last week where they were asking about why they needed foreign
vehicles,
foreign luxurious vehicles,
yeah.
To which they responded, hey, bad roads. Who's responsible for the bad roads? Or at least who's supposed to maintain these bad roads? Perhaps maybe channel some of that funds. But I remember what I said, that they are necessary, they could be regarded as necessary tools, apparatus for their governance, if you ask me.
No one is denying the fact that they are necessary tools. You need, transportation to move from one place to another. However, what people are talking about, what people are talking about is what type of vehicle are you buying? If you're buying local, of course, you pay in Naira, especially now with the recent directive that the government is being really strict about localizing, local companies using Naira to transact instead of dollars. So you would have to buy it in Naira, and that would also help the economy to a large extent. But you're buying from abroad, and it's not just a political class thing. It has gone down. It's become a Nigerian thing. Yeah. You want to sell a particular item, put it down at a particular amount. You probably get priced down, but package it. And you pay through your nose for something you could get at a cheaper rate elsewhere just because you want it to look good. It's more about selling the aesthetics than selling quality at the end of the day.
What paper do you have there?
Okay, so right now I have the Daily Trust newspaper.
Okay.
And the Daily Trust newspaper has this: pay rise. Federal government yet to pay 79.3 billion naira peculiar allowance 7 months after.
Wow.
Just an ultimatum ends tomorrow. NLC alleges lack of capacity to manage wages. Supplementary budget stalls payment in agencies. Finance Ministry, mum. Okay, down here we have many feared dead as boat with over 100 passengers capsizes in Taraba. Revealed how Bello Matawale released billions to punish 14 uncompleted governors' lodges. Or rather, to furnish, that's coming from Zamfara government. Here we also have bandits kill only a teacher in Kaduna community. Federal government plans reabsorption of retired military officers. UN raises alarm as food stores ransacked in Gaza. Power minister yet to give policy directive after 2 months in office. And Nigeria, China's firms signs 365 billion naira contract to upgrade distribution lines. All of these stories and more you can catch in the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Well, it's all about funds. Yes, the big indeed. One there.
There's still more about that even in the next paper here. The Nation newspaper has this one. Naira, hang on a second. Naira, I gotta change my glasses. Naira pressures eases as $10 billion Forex inflows prospect.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, and businesses obstacles to go. Tinubu assures investors with Supreme Court verdict, no more distractions. President hosts German Chancellor. Now, I just want to stop there for a second and focus on this. If there's anything that we need right now, especially as the one man who wants to have a business, and especially personally who's tried to have a business here in Nigeria, there's so many obstacles.
Too many.
So many dues,
Too
so many
many.
taxes. So
Yes.
it's a bit too overwhelming for anybody. And if we're talking about trying to build a Naira or sell Nigeria or sell our own products, these what you call them policies have to be adjusted so that the average man can have a shoe business and be able to make a living on that. I should be able to make a living on my voiceover business just alone without all different this about. I had a banker in my house the other day trying to help me rectify my business accounts, and there were so many details that I didn't even know that I needed.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's
but
usually like that. Business owners are going through a lot in Nigeria, in quotes. Too many hidden charges, hidden payments, hidden taxes, hidden levies. Too many. Too many.
Let's run quickly to the next paper.
Okay, I'll go to the Guardian newspaper now, and it has why probe of 11.3 trillion naira refineries maintenance cost will end futile. Okay, I'd like to read that one later. Here it also says energy challenges undermining Nigeria's development. Tinubu admits the imperative of a good road infrastructure. That's an article. Here we also have P&ID, importance of following legal process in dispute resolution by Buhari. APC risks losing future polls with questionable candidates, says Honorable. Okay. Up here we have unconstitutional for politicians to be INEC rec. And finally, Osun APC PDP Becca over Adeleke's 100 billion naira infrastructural agenda. All of these stories and more you can catch in the Guardian newspaper this morning.
Well, that's as much as we can take, but I just wanted to make one quick reference to a photo story on the Daily Times newspaper where we have environmental offenders actually sweeping the streets of Lagos. We're going to show you that picture now. Now, these are offenders who are actually being put to community
service.
Community service. And I think that's the way to go. We have to take responsibility for our environment, especially as Lagosians, but I think more policies need to be put in place. I say ban the pure water bags, ban the plastic bags, ban the PET bottles, and I think you have a Uganda.
And don't overlook this. A conviction is a conviction.
Exactly. It stays in the
you
record.
might think it's little, but it actually holds water somewhere.
Well, thank you very much as we sign out for this segment with these law offenders behind us. Let that send a message to you.